Finish him!
What's good, fight fans? This the God, Self-Love. I'm back at it once again. God's Boxing Corner. Y'all see the title of the video. I'm gonna be going in depth on what Errol Spence must do to destroy Mikey Garcia. Let's get it. Errol Spence needs to give Mikey Garcia a version of the style of fight that he does not want in Terrence Crawford. Y'all know Mikey Garcia been going around saying that the reason why he doesn't want to fight Terrence Crawford is because of his style. He feels like his style and Terrence Crawford's style doesn't mesh in the ring for a fan-friendly fight. But in all reality, I feel like Mikey has problems with that kind of style. Now, I'm not saying that Errol Spence is supposed to come out and, be slick and, use all types of crazy angles and be switch hitting and whatnot. But Spence has been saying for the longest that he has tools in his bag that he has been waiting to show the world. You know what I'm saying? But he hasn't had the right opponent to do it yet. So, in this fight, Mikey Garcia is the perfect opponent for that, just based off the evidence, you know what I'm saying? Him saying that he doesn't want to fight Crawford because of the style of fighting, if you go back and look at the amateurs, Crawford beat Mikey Garcia every time that they fought, from what I know. I could be wrong, but from what I know, Mikey Garcia lost every time. I think they fought maybe 2 or 3 times and Crawford won every single fucking time. So that just lends to the evidence right there even more that Mikey Garcia does not like that kind of style. So if Spence can come out and show us that hidden boxing ability and, use angles and, just, really control Mikey Garcia from the outside, that will throw a wrench in Team Garcia's game plan without a doubt, man. Because the reason why Mikey wanted this fight, from what he said, is because he sees something in Errol Spence. So from what I see from that is that he's banking on Errol Spence being the exact same fighter in all of his previous fights. So if Errol Spence does this and he can do this effectively, Mikey Garcia will get destroyed, man. He will absolutely get destroyed, because it's not like Spence got a box for however long that the fight lasts. I feel like once Mikey starts to get frustrated and he's getting tagged and things like that, he's going to be open for a shot that can potentially put his ass the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing with this is throw a wrench in their game plan, come out and show them something different, and proceed with total annihilation of Mikey Garcia, man. And it's nothing against Mikey Garcia at all, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta go with the fighter that I see has the ability to win this fight, based off the film that I've seen, you know what I'm saying? I've studied Errol Spence, I've studied Mikey Garcia. And I just don't see how Mikey Garcia can win this fight, honestly, And I'm not saying that Errol Spence doesn't have any flaws or anything like that, I'm just saying that it's a lot of shit stacked against Mikey Garcia, His father, his brother, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure plenty of his other family members told him not to take this fight. And they were vocal about it, actually. Robert Garcia and his father were very vocal about Mikey not taking this fight, man. So it's just a whole lot of shit stacked against Mikey Garcia. And you know what I'm saying? I just really don't see how he can win this fucking fight, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be a tough, challenging fight for both fighters. You know what I mean? Mikey is a very, very technical guy. I will give him the advantage in ring IQ as of right now over Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I like the way Mikey is patient in the ring. He thinks a lot. He will sit back and, study his opponent until he feels that he has, the right game plan in order to take him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? He did that with Robert Easter, The first few rounds, Robert Easter was popping his ass with that fucking jab, man. You know, and when I saw the fight live, it was looking like Robert Easter was definitely gonna put up a better fight than he did, you know, just based off them first few rounds. But, you know, eventually, like I said, Mikey Garcia stuck with his game plan. He was patient. He was, you know, calculating in the ring. And he was able to get to Robert Easter many, many times throughout that fight. But ultimately, he did knock him out, you know. So when I seen that, that still kind of, you know, let me know that, you know, he's not really ready for Errol Spence, you know, in my own opinion, you feel me? Because for him to want to step up to a challenge like this, he would have had needed to knock out a Lipinets. He would have had needed to knock out a Robert Easter. You feel what I'm saying? In order for me to say, okay, well, that adds a little bit more to, you know, to how I can see Mikey Garcia beating Errol Spence. You know what I mean? But he didn't do that. You know what I mean? He didn't do that at all, man. You know, he was able to drop Lipinets and he was able to drop Easter and things like that. But, you know, both of them guys got their shots off on Mikey as well, man. And it's like Errol Spence, he's a whole different breed, you know. I actually had went back and studied the last two notable southpaws that Mikey faced. I went back and watched those fights and things like that. And, you know, Mikey seems like that he's very comfortable with southpaws. But like I said, man, Errol Spence is a whole different breed. You know, this is the 147-pound division, you know, so it's a lot more power. These guys are bigger, these guys are faster, these guys are stronger, things like that. So if Mikey Garcia is really up to this challenge, man, it's gonna be a hard fucking task for him to win this damn fight, man. You know, Derek James actually said that Mikey is his, he said that he's watched Mikey more times than any other fighter that Errol Spence has ever faced. So they should know the ins and outs of Mikey and, you know, the little mistakes that he makes, and they should definitely be able to capitalize. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to be a team effort for Errol Spence to win this fight. You know, it's not just about Spence's, you know, relentlessness, you know, none of that. You know, it's a whole team effort for them to come out and completely destroy Mikey Garcia, man. You know, so I like to see that. I like the fact that Derek James and Errol Spence are taking Mikey Garcia very, very seriously, you know, because Errol Spence has a lot to lose in this fight, man. Mikey doesn't really have nothing to lose in this fight, you know. Of course, you know what I'm saying, people still don't give him credit for fighting Errol Spence, even if he goes in here and gets knocked out in 2 fucking seconds, man. You know, people gonna give him credit for just stepping up and, you know, wanting to challenge a guy like Errol Spence at a higher weight class, you know. So, like I said, man, I like how they taking Mikey Garcia very, very seriously. You know, they not playing. You know what I'm saying? I heard Spence doing like 18 rounds in sparring and things like that. I heard that as soon as he hop off the plane from one of the press conferences, he headed right to the fucking gym. I like that, man, because, you know, if Errol Spence was to lose this fight, he's potentially done, man. You know what I'm saying? Potentially he's done, you know, because this fight can definitely shoot him into pay-per-view stardom, you know what I mean? Because, you know, they got the Pacquiao fight probably coming up next, and then the winner of Porter and Ugas, you know what I'm saying, probably after that. And then maybe after that, he'll probably get to Terrence Crawford and things like that. But right now, Errol Spence needs to completely focus on Mikey Garcia. And you know what I'm saying, it has to be complete annihilation of Mikey Garcia, man. Absolutely. You know, he can't leave nothing on the table, man. You know, this shit cannot go the distance, man. This cannot go the distance for Errol Spence, man. You know, I just really don't see no way that this shit can actually even go the distance, man. If this was to go the distance, Mikey Garcia is way better than I thought he was to be, man. Definitely, you know. And I would have to say something about Spence. Maybe Spence wasn't as good as I thought he was. But that's all I got for right now, though, y'all. Go ahead, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share, voice your opinion. This is God's Boxing Corner. I am self-love.